are basically two slots for participant presentations. One is right now, and the other one is in the afternoon after tea. So we'll start with Suryakanti Datta from
National Center
NCMRWF.
for Medium Range Weather Forecasting. Good afternoon. My presentation will be on impact study of integrated precipitable water estimated from Indian GPS measurements. IPW is generally the amount of atmospheric water vapor overlying per unit area of the Earth's surface. Its unit is in kg per meter square. They are actually being, GPS is a satellite based navigation system which transmits dual frequency L-band radio signals at 1575 and 1225 megahertz. These L-band radio signals, when they travel from GPS satellites to ground based receivers, are mainly delayed by ionosphere and troposphere. The ionosphere delay is very easily removed, but the difficult part is the troposphere delay. Now again, in the troposphere delay, one part is delayed by atmospheric water vapor, and that is referred to as the zenith wet delay, and the second part is the zenith hydrostatic delay, which is being caused by the dry air, hydrometeors and other particulates. Now the zenith wet delay, this zenith wet delay, this is actually proportional to the total integrated water vapor over a GPS based receivers, and so by accounting the zenith wet delay, one can calculate the precipitable water over a GPS based receivers. This is more advantageous to the normal RSRW network in regards to that it can work under all weather conditions. It has high sampling ratio, low cost, large coverage and of self calibration. And for the present study, two sets of simulations were performed, one using IPW and the other without IPW. The analysis scheme used was the grid point statistical interpolation scheme, which is carried out 4 times at 0, 6, 12 and 18 Z UTC of a day, and with all the observations. NCMRWF stands for the National Center for Medium Range Weather Forecasting. So they receive GTS data. So whatever time assimilation window was plus minus 3 hours, so whatever data within plus minus 3 hours of the assimilation time had been accounted. In addition to it, for the experimental simulation, IPW data has been added, and the global model used was T254L64. The GPS data used were from the New Delhi, Kolkata, Guwahati and Mumbai and Chennai, and and this study was made for the month of June 2008. With the analysis generated, 120-hour forecasts were made, and henceforth the control terminology will be used for the assimilation and the forecast without IPW data, and the EXP or IPW will be regarded as the assimilation and simulations with IPW data. Since precipitable water is not an analysis variable, for assimilation of this analysis variable into assimilation system, precipitable water has to be generated from the analysis variable, that is mainly the surface pressure and the specific humidity, and they are taken from the model 6-hour forecast, which is taken as the first guess for the assimilation. And once the analyzed precipitable water is generated from the first guess, from the transformed model first guess is generated, the subsequent adjustment are being made and they are again retransformed into the model analysis variable, and subsequent assimilation or analysis is being made. This is a set of observations which is common in both kind of simulations that are being assimilated in the both the simulations. This diagram basically shows the impact of assimilation, that is the atmospheric column precipitable water from the analysis and the first guess. The motive is to only show that the difference in between the analysis and first guess of the atmospheric column precipitable water. This is 4 arbitrary dates has been taken at 00 UTC, that's 2nd, 15th, 28th and 30th, covering the entire month of June 2008. This is the mean difference of the atmospheric column precipitable water from the experimental analysis and the control analysis valid for 00 UTC, 6 UTC, 12 UTC and 18 UTC for the entire month of June 2008. So here the difference, whatever difference is noted from the two sets of simulations is mainly due to the addition of the integrated precipitable water data. So we clearly seen that over the GPS stations like Guwahati, Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai and Chennai, the differences are very significant and clear. RMSE versus the day of the forecast, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5 averaged over the entire period, and Indian region here considers the domain from 10 degrees south to 40 degree north and 40 degree east to 120 degree east longitude. This is the region, Indian region considered for this study. So for the 850 HPA, the blue one is for the IPW, that is the experimental runs, and red one are for the control simulations. So we find that for the RMSE of wind vector over 850 HPA has lowered. Even for a 500 HPA we find the lowering of the vector error, but for temperature difference is only found at day 4 and day 5 forecast at 850 HPA, and for 500 and 250 the differences are almost non-significant or equal. But there are certain instances when RMSEs are going larger for the experimental runs. Now comes the comparison between the forecast with their respective analysis. These are the comparison of the forecast with the respective, like control forecast, anomaly correlation of the control forecast with their respective analysis, anomaly correlation of the experimental forecast with their respective analysis. The upper panel is the parameter plot, that is the anomaly correlation over the Indian region, averaged over the entire month. And the lower panel, it gives the significance of the difference between the two anomaly correlation values. If the line is above the histograms, it states that this difference between the two anomaly correlations is 95% significant. Significant at 95% confidence level. So for this is the anomaly correlation for temperature. So at 500 HPA we find that the difference between anomaly correlation of the experimental and the control run is significant. That is, experimental forecasts are more correlated with their analysis as compared to the control forecasts. For the other cases, the difference, though experimental forecast anomaly correlation is higher, but the difference from the control anomaly correlation is not significant. Similarly, this is for the wind at 850, 500 and 250 HPA. Here mostly the significant part is coming at 850 HPA. Now comes the pattern correlation. Similarly, like anomaly correlation, pattern correlation for temperature forecast at 500 HPA is more. Mostly the significance is at day 3 and day 5 forecasts. But for the other levels, this difference is not so significant. For wind, again, like for RMSE, we find the significance is at 850 HPA pressure level, and it is mostly at day 3 to day 4. This is for temperature RMSE. Similar, we find the similar results. RMSE is getting lowered for day 3 to day 4 forecast at 500 HPA, and similarly for wind, it is found to be lower at day 3 to day forecast at 850 HPA pressure level. Now coming to a case study, this is the TRMM 3B42 version 6 daily rainfall plot for 00Z 17 June 2008. That is 24-hour accumulated rainfall. It was a heavy downpour was observed over the Calcutta region of the order of 16 to 32 centimeter of rainfall. Upper panel are the day 1, day 3 and day 5 forecast from the control simulation, that is the simulations without the IPW data, and the lower panel are the precipitation forecast from the experimental simulations, that is the simulations using the IPW data. So here the heavy downpour at day 1 forecast, this is for day 1, day 3 and day 5. Heavy downpour at day 1 forecast over Calcutta region is highlighted beautifully, but for the other model has not able to retain the precipitation. So this difference is mainly found over the day 1 rainfall. Now 2 points were considered. This is the latitude 23° north and longitude 19° east. This position was over a deep depression that was very near to the center of the deep depression, found over 17 June 2008, and a vertical profile of specific humidity over that position has been plotted. The blue one is the vertical profile from the experimental analysis, and the red one is from the control analysis. So we find that humidity is decreasing in the experimental analysis from about lower to middle troposphere, and this is a position, same kind of plot but at a different position. This is a position far away from the depression center. Here the humidity level reverses. Here we find humidity from the experimental run is more than from the control simulations. So from here the heavy downpour can be accounted, like near the depression center, downpour was more, which decreases the specific humidity, while in a position away from the depression center, far away from the depression center, the humidity due to addition of IPW data in the simulation has increased. So coming to conclusion, it should be noted that this amount of data assimilated is very less compared to the vastness of the domain, and the difference is encouraging and is solely due to the IPW data that has been assimilated. So if by increasing the GPS IPW stations over the Indian region, and assimilation of the data gives the further scope of improvement in the forecasts over the Indian region. Thank you.
Is available in GSI function? Okay, means you just directly assimilated IPW and find the
No,
impact.
actually in the first hand, at present the code available is having the operator, but this whatever experiment done here is from the older version. They didn't have the operator.
And
So
how
that
many
was-
samples you use? How many experiment you used for
experiments? The data was the half hourly data available.
this? No,
in
it's
between
not
there are
the,
gaps.
no, it's not the problem. How many experiment you tried? Means it's only one experiment?
One experiment for the entire month,
Okay.
and the assimilation is a cyclic process, starting from suppose 7 days prior to 1st June till 30th June. Cyclically 6 GMT assimilation systems were run.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Global model is T254 L64. That is vertical level is
Okay. It's a three-dimensional
Ah.
system. Okay. It's a 3D system.
model is a spectral model,
Spectral.
but the analysis was done on the grid space.
Grid space. And which method for data assimilation?
3D one. 3D one.
3D one.
Sorry.